should be streaming again.
Okay.
Right, Nico.
Okay. Are we back?
Hello.
Are we back? Wait, let me pull up the stream on my.
Are we
Are we
live?
back? Are we back?
Yeah, we're live.
I don't see it on YouTube yet.
Shit. Hold on.
Oh my knees! I thought this was gonna be like a.
Let me refresh this. Okay. Now I see that we're live. Okay. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Okay. Yeah.
Shit.
You guys want to start off talking about the movie?
You go first.
Spider-Man Brand New Day. By the way, Spider-Man Brand New Day is the movie we're talking about in question.
Spider-Man.
For-
All right, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You go first.
No, you go
Rock,
first.
paper, scissors.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You go
All right,
first.
fine. Like I said, I gotta repeat myself. Since technical difficulties. Like I said, I like everything else from the beginning to like mid four. I think I just didn't like how they kind of just like didn't go into more details on the other people. Were like, oh yes, these guys will go into court and everything, or justice or everything.
Damage control.
Yeah, damage control. Like they kind of just like quickly say, oh, Spider-Man's dying,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of just like shoot damage control. Kind of just like rushed it up right there. I would just wish they kind of talked about it a little bit more about it, and because the thing is damage control is like, okay, this being killed right there, it can't just be the only murder thing they have done. There's probably a history of them doing something else besides her being fucking getting killed. Like that's another thing I wish they went more into deeper lore a little bit more. But I will say though, the whole movie itself, I liked it. Just that part got me a little like, okay, you guys kind of rushed forward with this. I did feel bad when she was talking to MJ, and I'm not gonna lie, that little shit was actually fucking around with him so hard. Like,
Bro, Peter got done so dirty, man.
He got done dirty.
I would have jumped off and killed myself then and there.
Yeah.
Bro.
But for like I said, the whole movie was great. I liked it. I wasn't disappointed. I'll say I'm like, you know what? I'll take it.
Christian?
I really liked it too. I feel like it's kind of being a little overhyped right now. Not gonna lie, but I still really like it. Like I'd give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think it was like perfectly good. Like I don't think it. I feel like there's probably a better version of this movie that could have been made, which is a few small tweaks. But like the movie didn't do anything offensive. Like the movie didn't do anything where it was like where I felt with some other Spider-Man movies where it was like, what the fuck were you doing, dude? Like genuinely, what the fuck were you doing? It's more mature than like the other Holland movies, but it still feels like there's a bit of it that's still being held back. Like there's
How so?
Like I just felt like there was still a little too much humor at times. Like the whole Yelena scene, I was just kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? Like genuinely, what the fuck are we doing right now? Like I just like, I think it was like a 3C video or his spoiler review where he was just talking about like he could have just swung into Avengers Tower and talked to her and that would have felt more impactful. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, like that's just much more interesting. It's a more interesting location. It's not fucking weird. Like I don't know, and like they could have just had it established that they already kind of knew each other before going in. I don't know. It was just a weird fucking scene. Like I didn't dislike it, but it was just fucking like it was just kind of dumb. It was just like, okay, like haha, funny, I guess.
That toes.
Just like just like little things like that where I still feel like we needed different writers to like they could have told the same story essentially, but I still think we needed different writers to kind of keep the tone a little bit more focused, I guess, in certain areas. But I don't think it was overly distracting as like a No Way Home or like a Far From Home where it was like, let's do a joke every 5 fucking seconds where it was just like, whoa, dude, like time out. Because in this movie, even though I feel like
we got some comments, by the way.
Oh, we do. Are you the guy from TikTok? I think it was more mellow and sad, but for an accurate depiction of being an adult. But yeah, I think it was like, I don't think there was a lot of times where humor undercut the emotional weight of the movie, but it also felt like there was times when they didn't go all the way with the emotion like they could have. Like I think like a good example was like when Sadie Sink, or we're spoiling. When
I think the jokes come along very well because he is trying to find some kind of joy even in the little things.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
have
that's
any
great.
problem with like Peter's quipping and all that. I think I'm just talking more of on a general sense of just like the movie, just the writing as a whole. But like when it comes to Spidey himself, I actually don't have any issues like at all. When it comes to like how Peter's portrayed, how Spidey's portrayed the whole movie, besides maybe the mutation stuff, which I'm not like I didn't even necessarily dislike, but I felt like it was a little rushed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't dislike it. Like I think everything with Spidey was like honestly like perfect. But what was it called? Like for I don't know, for like instance when Jean like tries to get into Frank's head, like that's some dark shit, and she was just kind of like, oof, that sucks. Ugh. And it was kind of like I felt like kind of like something like that was kind of a missed opportunity to kind of like every single time she gets into someone's head where it's like this dark, these people in these dark places, Banner, Peter, Punisher,
Mm-hmm.
she could have kind of gotten a little bit of something out of every single one of these people.
I mean, that seems to be just like a thing of like just the moving the plot forward, right?
Yeah, it's
Just...
probably true. But like honestly, like there wasn't that much that I like really didn't like. I just it was kind of the same thing Kevin said. I think the ending was weird. Like I think the actual final moments were good. Like where it leaves off with Ned, Peter, and MJ. I think that was perfect. It was just kind of like more so Jean and damage control. It was kind of just like and like even with Bruce, it was kind of just
because
like,
of his responsibility, he has to put it on a heroic face even when he does not feel like it. Yeah.
It just didn't feel like it felt like there was a lot of lingering like plot thread with specifically damage control and Jean, where it was kind of just like, okay, so like what happens to them? It's kind of like it's like alright, I guess. That was probably like one of my bigger issues, and then just Jean as a whole. It's like I enjoyed her for the most part, but I felt like they kind of overdid it with how like villainous she was. Cause like by the time we get to the end, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm like fully on your side, girl. You did a lot of like pretty fucking unforgivable shit. Like you put a lot of innocent people in danger, and then you're all like, these people. Like it was just like, oh, these people like they're so bad, which they are. They did X, Y, and Z. They're hurting innocent people. I'm like, girl, you're the same person that like blew up New York with a fucking tank. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are you talking? Like, I felt like her character was very contradictory. But overall, I think it was pretty cool. I think her being cast as Jean Grey is perfect. I just think it was the writing. They just went too hard in on her being like a full-on villain, where it was just like the movie ended and I was like, I don't really forgive her for a lot of the things she did by the end of it. It was kind of like, dude, like that was a bit much.
She put Granny in a tank.
Yeah, she put Granny in a tank. How do you do that? Gam didn't deserve to be in that
Gam
position.
doesn't deserve to be there.
But honestly, besides that, I really liked the movie a lot. I liked. This is more of like a film bro comment, but I like that the movie. I really like that the movie actually had a color grade. Like
yeah.
Like,
well, actually, yeah.
And it looked.
I mean, that's a testament to Destin's like direction, man.
Yeah, and then like visually, it just looked really good. Like it was a visual.
The levels went up like crazy.
Oh yeah,
man.
100%. Also a small nitpick. It was just like the hand were kind of just like, all right, like they didn't really.
They were just ninjas.
But I mean, cool fight scene in the prison. But no, honestly, the only other thing, and I know this is gonna be considered a hot take, but I don't give a fuck. Like I just find it to be truthful. I expected more from the action sequences, to be honest. Like, I think they're definitely way
Really?
better. Yeah, I think they're way better than anything we got with Watts. But, like, dude, those Shang-Chi fight scenes were so crazy. I kind of just expected more of that, and the action just kind of felt, like, very standard to me. Like, it's definitely way better than what we got with Watts, but it just didn't, like... I kind of just expected to be, like... Besides the Hulk scene, I will say the entire scene... and damage control, the Hulk, all that was like way above average, like way above average. But I feel like all the other fight scenes, they were just like pretty standard. I think the swinging scenes were really good too.
You got a comment, Christian?
What I see, Hope Peggy gets her time to shine in Doomsday. Haley I was so beautiful. Yeah, I like Peggy Carter. Her show's really good. I hate that it ends off on a cliffhanger, but it's really good. And then also hello to you too. But yeah, I really like the movie. I just not really much to complain about. I feel like it's a pretty good like middle tier Spider-Man movie. Like if I had to like rank them, I'd put Spider-Man 2 first, and then Spider-Man 1, and then probably Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, then Into the Spider-Verse, Homecoming, and then this one, and then the rest. Like
Okay.
Yeah, but like off the top of my head right now and how I feel, that's kind of where I put it. Where it's just like it's a really solid movie. And what I think it does best, and here's the thing, I always I always had a feeling. I don't think I ever said it on here, but I always had a feeling that if this movie was good, because like it's no secret that I thought it was gonna be bad, because I thought it was gonna be overstuffed, and I guess a little bit, but I don't think it was to like. I don't think
to the extent to which like it distracted you from the overall experience.
It wasn't like Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was just a little bit going on. Like there could have it could have been a little bit smoother if they moved some things around, but like to me it wasn't a problem. Like I didn't come out being like, oh god, there was just so much in that movie, which is what I thought it was going to be. Like it was looking really bad to me. I was just like, I don't know how you're mixing all this. But it was kind of like I always thought whoever had to pick up 4, even if it was good, was going to have a hard time, because I already knew from the second No Way Home ended that they were going to
it was going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, because they were going to have to retcon that whole MJ and Ed thing. Like there was no fucking way in hell they were going to keep that. Like everyone knew that.
Of course.
So I think they did a pretty good job with that. And then I guess my last comment was everything with Punisher. I did not expect him to have that much screen time. Like he was actually.
He was in a lot of he's surprisingly in a lot of it.
He was,
but if you think about it, it's not really that he had a lot of screen time. It's just that he shows up constantly throughout the film.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't say he's like second lead, but holy shit, he is like a very predominant character. I just did not expect that. I really expected it to be like Hulk, just like 1 or 2 scenes and we were done. But no, he was like an actual. He even had a character arc, and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, okay. It wasn't like a crazy character arc, but it was still a character arc. That was more than I thought we would get. And yeah, so I really liked it. I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
Looking forward to it, and I'm gonna watch it again probably Wednesday. So.
I mean, okay. In terms of my experience, I mean, first of all, I will preface. I talked about this when you weren't here. But Kevin asked me about this TikTok that's been going around. He said, "Yo, Neco, what's this TikTok that's been going around about this Spider-Man guy in the Bay Area who yeah." Okay, look. So when I went to go see Spider-Man, I dressed up in the full suit, right? Yeah. Obviously. Not to be fucked up, but I was like one of the only people dressed up in the full suit who looked like he could be Spider-Man, And so naturally people were asking for pictures and stuff like that. And then afterwards we recorded a little TikTok. And then she posted it last night, and now it's at 3.7 million views.
Who with you and Lizzie?
Yeah, Lizzie and I.
He was in this.
Like, you can see it right there. 3.7 million.
Damn, on TikTok.
And it's basically about this trend where like she acts like she like beats me. That's the idea. That's because she's like behind the camera and she's like, "Who's the best girlfriend ever?" And I go, "You are," but like I'm shaking, right? And so like all the comments are like, Spider-Man, she beats me at home. Spider-Man not safe at home. Spider-Man brand new bruise. Spider-Man no way out. Spider-Man I don't want to go home. Spider-Man far from safety. Spider-Man can't escape from stuff like that, right? Yeah.
Spider-Man
but yeah, it's been
okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man blinked twice. Spider-Man brand new trauma. Spider-Man he like it there. Spider-Man don't make me go home. Just a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. So currently we're on our big TikTok streak. 3.7 million and then 27,000.
Nice.
And it's currently like going viral on Instagram as well too. But yeah, so yes, I am the guy from TikTok. But in terms of the movie itself, I gotta say, I love the film. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I think more than anything, Destin is clearly a filmmaker, right? It's not like a disrespect to John Watts as a person or as a director, but Destin is clearly a filmmaker, and I think it's funny because as much as this film obviously goes through cuts and revisions and things like that, there is a level of auteur here that I haven't seen in Spider-Man movies in a while, right? This doesn't necessarily feel like something that was made by Sony as a company more than it was made by Destin working for Sony,
Yeah.
right? And that is obviously a good thing. And it's like you said, a lot of this is just it's the direction is really good. Even if the script isn't always the best, the director, he makes it good. Um, the cinematography is good. The swinging scenes have greatly improved. There is a lot of Toby era esque things in this film as well that just are clearly attributed to that era of Spider-Man movies, especially Spider-Man 1 and 2. Now, in terms of the more like the bigger criticisms of the film, I do hear like what you guys are saying, and it makes sense. I think Kevin, there is a line at the end that like briefly explains what happens to DODC. um, I don't remember if it was in like the news, like some kind of news narration or whatever, but I know there was something to explain what happened to them after Sadie Sink, you know, did her thing, after Jean Grey did her thing. And in her defense, right? I know you were kind of saying like, yo, she did some fucked up shit. She's also supposed to be a teenager, so it's like a thing of like she's acting off of emotion more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, her sister just got kidnapped, so she's like, she don't fucking care what happens. She gonna kill everybody.
But even then,
Um,
shit you should be doing.
Hey,
But-
great power comes great responsibility, motherfucker.
Get the belt. Be like, what the fuck you did? You blew it into a building.
Well, gam.
Yeah.
Gam, dude, gam. She went. What am I doing here? Oh, how'd I get here, Spider-Man? Girl, your ass just ran through a building with a tank, bro. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Um, yeah. I also okay. Now, in terms of things I do like, before I get into some other things I didn't like, I think the depiction of Peter as an adult is something we've been missing for a while, right?
Mhm.
Because look, I know the Tobey Maguire films did it exceptionally well. The Tobey Maguire films never had the time to do so, but I'm glad that we have a Spider-Man who's clearly depressed. He's clearly going through shit. You see a lot of shots where it's him in the bathroom and you see cabinets with medicine. He's downing a bunch of Advil, and I think that's a very real interpretation of like what that experience is like. Because think about it, this guy for the last 4 years has committed to being Spider-Man. He's committed to his career, right, his job. But then as soon as he goes home, as soon as he goes home, he's like, "Fuck, I'm alone. I'm just gonna order pizza and talk to my AI."
Yeah.
And so
The
I,
average
I love
Joe.
the average experience, dude. The amount of like Little Caesar boxes that he had, like, bro, like I've been doing the same shit, honestly. And so I love that aspect of the character and the fact that we're delving into this miserable guy. He's
Mhm.
clearly taking the wrong lessons from Tobey Maguire. I mean, not Tobey, from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and he's applying it. And obviously, by the end of the film, he has a better outlook. And I think it also makes the scenes with him and like Ned and MJ a lot more worth it. Like especially where they're sitting in the apartment and they're building the Legos.
Mhm.
As random as it is a very sweet moment because obviously up until this point in the film, you're like, damn, this guy's sad, and this is the first bit of happiness, first bit of joy he's had in a while. And even though yes, he is wearing the mask, I love the inclusion of MJ drawing him without the mask
Mhm.
because clearly that's how he wants to be seen. That's how he wants to feel in this moment. And I think that was an excellent aspect to the film. Um, and so that is to say that overall I did enjoy the film. I think movies more than anything else are about emotions and about feelings, and I think this film, as packed as it is with a bunch of other shit, does a great job at establishing what its emotional tone is and what these characters are feeling and going through, right? And this is especially amplified by Jean Grey's character, which first of all everybody knew it was Jean Grey. Everybody wanted it to be Jean Grey. Obviously, there was a subset of people who were like, "Dude, I can't wait for you guys to be disappointed when it's not Jean Grey." But it happened. I know you were doubting it. I know you were doubting it.
I still feel like it was a weird decision. Like,
To not promote it as Jean Grey.
no, just to have her in the movie. Like, they could have done Mr. Negative.
Fair enough, but they're
essentially.
setting up their X-Men movie.
Yeah.
They're setting up their X-Men movie. I do like though that like one thing I never liked about No Way Home is how like when Andrew and Toby show up, there is like a pause for applause.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was so stupid. I enjoyed that like they're like,
And you
oh
clapped
yeah,
the
her
first
name is
time you
Jean
saw it,
Grey.
right?
I was one of the people who clapped because everybody else started clapping. But what's it called? I'm glad that they're like, oh, what's her name? Oh, her name's Jean Grey. Okay, and they just move on. Okay, she's Jean Grey. And and it's funny because when that happened in the theater, there was like a collective like gasp. Everybody went, fuck, they did it. Also, mind you, Sadie Sink is phenomenal as an actress, and her as Jean Grey is like as perfect as it gets. She even has her little Stranger Things moment at the end where she's pulling somebody, and I remember looking at Lizzie and thinking, damn, she could have played Elle. This girl fully could have played Elle.
Hey guys.
Oh, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed it. In terms of some of the things I didn't like either. They should have just given Zendaya the red hair.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like seriously, why? Fuck it. Like how are we this far and she hasn't gotten it?
Yeah. Like it doesn't even need to be explained. She can just dye her hair red.
Yeah, she was in college. Time has passed.
Yeah. Like remember
she wanted
that
to dye her
time
hair
when No Way Home was coming out and she dyed her hair red just cause. And then
oh yeah,
like,
in real life.
She's gonna look like this in a bit. No.
Nope. It didn't happen. As much as I wish. I think the mutation stuff, I do agree, it was a little bit rushed because it was a big part of the film. But I also think that's also because this film has a lot going on. And, one thing I do appreciate is the fact that, yes, as many characters as we have, everybody has their little moments, We knew that not everybody was going to be there for the duration of the film. And that's okay. Like Scorpion, he's only in it for a couple minutes, but, he's got his little moments, right?
He does his part well,
Oh, yeah. Michael Mann, a great actor, right? I mean, even same thing with Banner, right, and Hulk. He has his scenes, and his scene has a little arc going on too. And when he goes away, it's an open-ended ending.
Yeah.
So and obviously Destin has expressed interest in making a Hulk solo movie, which, I'm all game for.
Like that.
I'm all game for.
You know what's funny though?
Yeah, what's funny?
What's that boy's job like? How he paying for all that?
Oh,
shit? Bro, like that was like probably one of the first things I thought. Like by the time the movie finished,
dude.
I was like, "What that boy doing for money?"
Banner got money, bro. He got
pics or
look. Think about this, right? Yellow Doctor. He probably part of the Doctors Guild.
Yeah.
He got Doctors Guild money. He got some government funding. He was in X Avengers. He was in the Avengers.
He got some government funding.
There's some Tony life insurance. There's some Tony life insurance money for him. You gotta admit.
Yeah, probably. I think so.
He got a little professor salary now at NYU or ESU or whatever it's called, Empire State. So he got some revenue going on in there.
Hulk. I was talking about Peter. Oh, buddy, what the fuck?
Oh, you're talking about Peter. I was talking about Banner.
Yeah, Peter.
What? Okay, look. They kind of skimmed over that. Look. The Wolf. She's sliding him a couple bands. She's like, yo, you gotta pay for something. Also, Ame life insurance.
Maybe.
Not to be fucked up, but
probably Tony's.
I feel like it's kind of weird if Tony didn't leave him something.
Yeah, Tony had to have left him something.
The gadget.
I mean, I guess after the whole mind stuff, like it kind of went away, but there's something there. Yeah. I was hoping though, at the end when like he's walking to the store and he sees Ned again, right?
Would have been Tony's
I was
fault.
hoping for a moment that was the Daily Bugle, like he was gonna walk into the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else. I think straight up, like as much as like the DODC has been, a force recently in the MCU, they should have just been the DOMC, just the Department of Mutant Control, like straight up. Clearly, that's what they're gonna do in the next movie, but why not? You got Jean Grey here, might as well have just done it. What else? The Hand they're just plot. They're just there for the plot. I think Destin just wanted to do ninjas, and so they threw them in.
He was like,
bro, because they showed up just to fight.
Yeah.
And look, I know you weren't the biggest fan of the action sequences, but I appreciated the choreography that went into them, especially the hand fight scene
Mhm.
in the prison jail cell. I think that was really fun, really cool. Then there was also Peter, who was taking down the guards. There was some fun choreography there as well. Um,
Win.
yeah, I mean, I appreciated the movie for what it was. Um, you know, and obviously the metaphor for drugs in the film too, surprisingly, right? With the little inhibitor on the back of Peter's neck. He uses it to like kind of like suppresses his arachnid side. And it's clearly a metaphor for him, using drugs to dull his pain. Um, I look, I've never been a big fan of tech in the suits, and I know he has tech in the suits, but I can overlook it because it doesn't interfere with the plot as much as it would in the past, where he'd be like, "Oh, AI, make spider bombs."
Yeah.
So that's at least that. Yeah, I just love Spider-Man. I love what this film was going for, and yeah, maybe it's not perfect, but I think it nails the emotion of what Spider-Man is and what it tries to be, especially with that ending scene, because you have this whole movie talking about how Peter like feels like he doesn't have love in his life, and finally he's here,
And
and
he
he's
found.
realizing that damn, all these people like they care about him. They
That's
may not know him, but they do see him. They do see him for sure, and I appreciated that. And I appreciated Punisher's inclusion in this film. I think tonally he fits in well with this world right now, and this PG-13 setting out of all things.
and
And I
he
really
still
like the
went.
scene.
"Rah."
Oh, he did his growl. He did do his growl. He's still protecting young women as always. That's like
And then he's
his
still trying
his
to protect.
staple now. Um, I love when he shoots Peter and he's like he has that look on his face like, oh fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think like if he shot Daredevil, he'd probably be feeling the same way.
Oh,
He's like,
100%.
oh
He's
fuck,
like, oh.
shit, you know. So that is to say, I really enjoyed this film. If I had to give it a rating, I'm gonna give it like an 8.7 out of 10.
All right.
I think for me, it's like on the top tier of like Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's my in terms of live action Spider-Man movies. That is to say, it's in my top three somewhere.
What would you rate your
Um,
top 3 live action?
Jesus, Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
In no particular order, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then probably Spider-Man 1. Yeah, probably that. Yeah. Oh, nice. I would say. But yeah, that's a review for Spider-Man. Let's talk about Avatar Aang.
Avatar.
Did you guys watch? Have you
Yeah, we
seen Avatar
Yeah.
Aang? Okay, what'd you guys think of it? Cause I got some thoughts and opinions on it.
That's a movie I loved. Talking about movies I liked. Now we're talking about movies I loved, and I love.
Oh,
Avatar.
okay.
Avatar.
He loves
Aang.
Avatar.
The animation, sexy. The fight scenes,
Oh.
sexy. The airbending,
Oh,
sexy. Dave Bautista's voice,
oh,
sexy. Um,
oh.
color grading, sexy.
Suki?
Sexy. Wait, she wasn't in the movie, right?
No, she didn't appear. In the movie.
Exactly.
I was like,
She appeared for like a frame.
Sokka going. Sexy. Baby Toph. Dope. That was funny. No, the movie was really good. I think what
Yeah.
really like the pacing is very like breakneck, but like
Yes, I mean it's an animated children's movie, right?
but it's still like pretty mature, like just as mature as the show.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more.
for sure.
And like they still pause to have very thoughtful moments. I think the
Yeah.
only thing I didn't really like was just I felt like Zuko was kind of underutilized in the movie. That's about it. But
Yeah, I mean it seems like he was there just to be part of Team Avatar.
yeah, and it's still cool to see him.
You know.
Steven Yeun did a good job. I think. Actually, no. My biggest issue is with the movie. It's not bringing back the original voice cast. I think it's stupid.
You know what? I agree. I do agree, especially now that they're adults.
Yeah.
Actual adults. Yeah, I agree. I think. Look. Yeah. I was thinking about that too. I like the movie. I really enjoyed it. I think the animation is beautiful. It is immaculate. Every character looks so nice and polished. It's like a type of it's one of those things where you see the animated series and you see the movie, and it's funny because they always, have you seen the meme about like Family Guy, and like when they make a movie about Family Guy, they just look the same but with more shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that's how I feel about this, but obviously, it's
Yeah.
billables are
No,
higher.
they went crazy on the animation. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I do kind of wish we got more Avatar like lore and more Avatar like Aang talking to past avatars, because we got bits, we got a little bit, we got him talking to that one crazy old guy, and I was like, okay, I want more of this, because it's just interesting to learn about the history of this world, right? And obviously the history with Sonam and Taga was really cool. 5,000 years ago, like this is what the state of the world was like. It's crazy to see, how much stuff has changed. I'm kind of surprised they didn't bring up anything about Rava or Vatu.
Yeah.
Like even if it was just like a throwaway. Let's see. Sonam's design, she looks immaculate. I love the tattoos on her, and I'm really curious to see like how the tattoos have changed over the course of history, right? Taga is a beefy guy. He's a beefy ass airbender. He kind of reminds me of Zahir. Like very similar vibes going on with him. I wish Suki was in the movie, because seriously, why wasn't she?
I don't know. It was that's a weird decision.
She is Team Avatar, you know?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, by the end, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, Cabbage Food became an appearance for 1 second.
Yeah, he got his little cameo.
They did show him. Oh, there's a scene. I think it's at the beginning. Unalak, Korra's dad, and Korra's mom show up as little kids.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Also in
Yeah.
Tell me.
Oh no, I didn't notice that. That's great.
Yeah, I saw them. I was like, well, you can tell by their outfits, right? They're in the concept art. Katara was also supposed to be pregnant with Boomy at this time, so it's implied that she's already given birth to Boomy. I say vaguely implied because we don't really.
They never even mentioned the kids like at all.
Exactly. So it could be after this. It could be before this. It's very vague. Very vague. Yeah, that was a damn good movie as well. Honestly,
I give it 9.
Everybody looks so good as an adult.
How so?
You know.
They're drunk.
Kevin don't discriminate. He knows something or two about that. Yeah, but speaking of Kevin, the cops are outside.
Nah.
That's my segue.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna earthbend this out of here, and I don't want to make an escape tunnel. Because you know why? Because the stream is over, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the interruptions here, the technical difficulties.
Yeah, fuck OBS.
Yeah, I still love it. Anyways,
I still love OBS.
My name is Neco, aka Prince Productions.
Dr. Fakey.
My name is Cristiano API Entertainment.
And we will see you guys next week. See ya.